Welcome to BeTV, empowering women to be something. This week, we're back on the topic of social media. I'm joined today by fellow DeFi staff member, Andrea Al-Hadari, who manages DeFi's Instagram. Andrea has been responsible for growing our Instagram account by just 153% in 4 months. She has also been integral in procuring visual content for our Pinterest accounts as well as Facebook. She is the perfect woman to join us today for our Instagram and Pinterest chat.
Thank you so much for that introduction, Steph. I'm so happy to be here with you, sharing all these tips and tools for Pinterest and Instagram.
Our question comes from Christina in New York. Hi DeFi, I love part 1 of being social media savvy. As the marketing coordinator for my chapter, I have already begun implementing many of the tips and tactics you shared for Facebook and Twitter. I can already see the difference it's making for our chapter's accounts. Lately, I've been thinking about other social networks. Do you think it's important for me to create an Instagram or Pinterest account? I know both are very popular, and even our school has an official account. What are your thoughts on these sites, and what other savvy tips can you share so they're successful? I can't wait to hear more from you. Sincerely, Christina. Hi, Christina. Great question. Instagram and Pinterest are 2 of the fastest growing social networking sites today. Both can serve different and effective purposes to boost your chapter or business's name online. In the age of internet, your online visibility is key. Andrea, what are some ways that chapters or brands can utilize Pinterest or Instagram?
Well, Stephanie, you can actually utilize Pinterest to drive users to your website or blog. The more views your website receives, the higher up it's going to appear on the search. That factor alone can improve your chapter's online visibility to potential new members who are searching for sorority information online. Many companies are actually reporting that Pinterest is driving more users to their website than their Facebook page.
Wow.
Just make sure that you have your pins linked back to a relatable site. While Instagram's photos might not be clickable, it is a great way to strengthen your brand in a different way. Can you believe there's 150 million viewers uploading 50 million photos each day on Instagram? It's clear that creating an account is a great way to meet your target audience where they're at. Uploading photos that show a behind-the-scenes look really can show a different side of your business. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, so make sure those words say something positive about you.
I love those suggestions. I know companies like Nike and Sephora do a great job of promoting how customers love their brand through regramming photos on Instagram or repinning them on Pinterest. So can you talk a little bit more about what constitutes a good photo?
Absolutely. On the topic of photos, here are a few tips to ensure that yours receive a lot of interactions. With so many filters to choose from these days, it's actually a surprise to hear that normal, or known as no filter, is the most popular. Something else that may surprise you is the optimum time for posting photos. Studies have actually shown that Pinterest and Instagram users log on multiple times a day, and the optimum time really varies according to demographics. So if your target audience is potential new members who are probably in class or working throughout the day, then posting in the morning and in the evening will garner you the most likes and comments.
Perfect. What are some ways chapters or brands can attract more of those likes and comments?
Let's talk about hashtags, Steph. Many people believe that 1 hashtag per post is the rule of thumb, but I actually disagree when you're trying to gain more followers and subscribers.
Okay.
If you try to incorporate hashtags that different students on campus are using, this is really going to help boost the amount of people who are actually finding your photos.
Right.
So things that the Office of Orientation might be using or different clubs or groups on campus might be posting, including those hashtags into your photos are going to allow for those students who are interacting with those groups to really be able to see and find your account.
If you had to give women a suggestion on what your favorite apps are for taking their photos on Instagram to the next level, which would you recommend?
Well, I'm app crazy, so I could talk to you for hours on it. But if you've already created an Instagram or Pinterest account and are just looking for a little extra boost, here are a few of my favorite to create stellar photos. Sharing multiple photos from an event so that you don't hog people's news feeds. Use PicStitch to create a really awesome photo collage of the event. If you have a great photo and a quote and you want to create a really shareable, inspirational post, download PicLab and you can do that in seconds. For those who are a little bit more adventurous, Rana is a great app that has a myriad of options and comes complete with video tutorials who are less tech savvy.
We love Rana. It definitely has a lot of options and overlays and quotes and all that stuff. So definitely take some practice, but the results are always very attractive. Thank you so much for joining us today, Andrea. Your tips were so helpful. Thumbs up this video if you found it helpful, or comment below with questions for Andrea on Instagram or Pinterest. Thank you for joining us for BeTV, empowering women to be something.